Steve. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here. As David said, Steve was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer a few months ago and was forced into retirement. Unfortunately, I got a call just about an hour ago that they took Steve to the hospital. Hospice has been called in, and they've been at his house for the last week, and he's losing his battle. Steve has been an inspiration to me. I've worked with him, and I've worked in this industry for 33 years. I've honestly not worked with a smarter, harder working, more dedicated man, not only to our company, but to the industry. Steve came to Bestway when it was about a 20-store chain, and he's been very instrumental in helping us build it to 82 stores. I gotta tell you, every day I think about Steve. He was my comrade, he was my go-to guy, he always had the answers, he worked tirelessly, and he never looked for credit. He was a truly amazing man. He is a truly amazing man. When Steve told me that I was going to DC with him, I thought that sounded like fun. I'd get to learn a little bit. Well, I found out that we were out of the hotel before most people even sat down for breakfast, and he handed me a binder that had my 25 meetings scheduled. And by the end of the week, quite frankly, I canceled my last few meetings. I had run out of steam, and Steve wouldn't slow down. And so as we were all loaded into the rental car, headed back to the airport, I was calling and texting Steve to get him out of some staffer's office. As he came running out of the steps, he would meet us at the curb, jump in the car because he had finished up his last meeting and we could go to the airport. And then he would follow up with those meetings time and time again to make sure he maintained those relationships and that he set himself up so that next year he went back there, they'd be ready for him and he could continue to press forward to help our industry. Steve has been dedicating his life for the last 40 years so that we can do what we do. To Steve Kruse, a fantastic guy, I thank him. I want to thank APRO. This is such an exceptional award to have one named after him. As David said, we went to his house and we handed this to him, and I've been to his house many, many times since that day. He has this exact same one at his house. It sits next to him on the coffee table. He stares at us. His wife has told me he's held it. He's texted me, he's called me, he's talked about it constantly. It means the world to him. And I want to thank you, I want to thank APRO, I want to thank the board, because this really was an extraordinary award and well deserved by Steve. Thank you all.